According to a state statistic, more than 50% of teen mothers will not graduate from high school. 25% of teen moms have a second child within 24 months of their first baby. Well, Tiesha Bryant decided she wasn't going to be one of those numbers. Today, she's sharing her story of becoming pregnant barely into her teens. And now she encourages other young girls not to give up. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Wow. You're married now.
Yes.
You're an author. You got your master's degree. Yes. Your daughter is now what?
16.
16 years old.
Yes,
Let's go back. My first thought was, what made Tiesha enter into that adult world at such a young age, 13?
Right, 13. Well, it wasn't a decision that I just actually made to be an adult at that age. I was actually a church girl, straight A student, never gave my parents any trouble, and it was just one of those things where I was with my cousins, and alcohol was introduced, and I ended up getting pregnant on my very first time, actually. So
how did that feel? You're 13 years old, and you're the good girl.
Right.
And everybody has high expectations for you. What was the darkest moment for Tiesha?
The darkest moment for me definitely would be just the fact that I am pregnant. I am a failure. I have disappointed my parents. I've disappointed myself to the point where I really was ready to check out. Like, I just was ready to take my life. I would take NyQuil and different types of medication. I used to beat myself in the shower. And this was just leading up to me even telling my parents.
You were trying to make it go
away. Yep. I thought if all that happened, it would go away, but it didn't. And I didn't tell my parents I was pregnant until I actually turned 14. So, which was, I conceived her in December of 2004, and I turned 14 March 2005.
So you were 3 or 4 months along before you told them.
Yes.
Share with the audience, what made you not become one of those statistics we started this with? What is the difference between what you chose to do and some girls who decide, I'm going to get a government check, I'm going to leave my mother, and I'm going to start my own life with my own apartment, because they've given up?
Well, the difference for me would definitely be my foundation in Christ, my prayer life, and I had an amazing support system. Not only did my mom and dad support me, but my aunts, they showed up. It was like a one call, that's all. And it was like, listen, you will not be everyone else. You're not the first, you won't be the last. You are going to be successful. We got your back. Go be great.
Wow. So now, share with them what you do, because most of the time, I'm practically related to you.
Right.
About two generations away or something.
Right.
But when I see you most of the time, you are out speaking. So how important is it to you that you reach out to these young girls and say, hey, look at me. If I can do it, you can?
Wow, it is very important to me. That's like one of, a lot of people consider speaking as a job, but it's not a job for me. I feel like it is my purpose. It is my mission to talk to the young girls and to the guys as well, to let them know, like, if you're in this situation, you're not the first and you won't be the last. Be successful regardless of what anyone has to say about you. You can still do it. So I currently found a nonprofit back in 2014, which is We Have a Purpose Incorporated. I also started Resilient Family Wellness, which is a company where I offer parent coaching and emotional distress coaching. I am an author of Imperfectly Perfect, 3 Steps on the Parenthood Journey. And coming this spring, I will be releasing my second book, which is Resilience Over Regret.
Wow.
So with that and being married and my faith in God, you know, I just...
Wow. Well, what a story. They can go to Amazon.
Yes, my book is on Amazon. You can type in my name, Tiesha M. Bryant, or Imperfectly Perfect, 3 Steps on the Parenthood Journey. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Tiesha M. Bryant. My website is www.tieshamBryant.com. And I can be reached at 334-444-6233.
I see. Tiesha has no problem these
Yes.
days in asserting herself. Well, thank you so much for being with us,
Thank you so much for having
Tiesha.
me. Thank you so
Yes.
much for having me.
Let's see what's happening over in the weather. It's supposed to be really nice